Just about ready to roll here. And today's starting pitcher, Tyler McGill. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Oh, 1 now. And a big swing and a miss. The 0-2 to the right side. 1 out in the top of the first. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And now it's Brandon Lau. Check swing, called strike. Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. And takes low for ball 1. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
2 outs, base is empty. Yandy Diaz now.
Really strong hitting performance recently, hitting better than .350 this month.
First pitch misses.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
2 outs. Now 1 missed.
No strike.
Upstairs.
Hey.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Nabs it, and that'll do it. The Rays strand just the 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Queens, our starting pitcher in this one, Drew Rasmussen. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Smoked on the ground to second. Lau sends it to first. One up, one down. Here's a Mets lineup now.
Left fielder.
This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Brandon Nimmo in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound.
One ball,
see if he continues to climb the ladder.
One out, base is empty. And that one is in the dirt. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball. And that's way high. And it's 1-2. And that's outside. And that one ripped into right and foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Citi Field. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. McGill back to work. High fly ball out towards left center. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Jake Mangum batting with 1 down takes a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Inside corner at the knees for a strike. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
1 down, base is empty. Popped up. And that's a base hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Man at first with one gone. Matt Theis comes up to hit here. And that misses. And that's ball one.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Ball two.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Rips one to right and foul ball. Man at first, one away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
And ball four, two aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Cameron Meisner next to hit for the Rays. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And the 1-0. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Double play ball to second. Lindor, that's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Bottom of the second. Here's Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete
Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. And that one is in for a strike. Check swing, called strike.
0-2 is the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And 2 now. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Fastball for a strike. That clips the zone, and the count is 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That was the sweeper, but it missed. 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
No score here in the second. Out towards right center field. Low. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Taylor Walls. And a foul ball. Walls playing up the middle at short, 28 years old. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2017.
Let's go, Matt.
And the next pitch is way outside.
Go, Matt.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one almost hit him. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a split as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Top of the third, no score. There's the swing and a miss.
1-1.
Fought off foul.
Sit him down.
Next offering is downstairs. That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Brandon Lau.
1 gone, runner at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Lau. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive. You want to try to get in the scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
2 down, nobody on. Off the plate inside, and now 2-0.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Nimmo has it sized up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. And the right-hander back to work. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And there's a ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Fly ball down the line. Mangum moving under it. Drops into the glove. 1 away.
Batting 8th, catcher
Luis Torrens, the next to hit. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw and saved. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Well, looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics.
That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He scores, and they have the lead. 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Francisco Lindor rolled out to second in his first at bat. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Mangum sizing this one up. 2 away down.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Struck out swinging his first time.
Come on, New York.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a ball.
Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's a ball and a strike. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Misses inside. The count now 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Hard hit to third. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here in Queens, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Yandy Diaz. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Back to right. Marte moves under it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda.
And here's the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda. 0 for 1 so far. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Raised down by a run. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Now a screamer into the outfield. Dives. What a play.
Now batting, third baseman, Caminero.
And wow, what a great diving catch, Singy. Statcast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
But that's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays, and right there, he's done it again.
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Slider misses outside.
That's ball 2.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that one hammered. Nimmo going back on it. Makes the catch up against the wall. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the Mets DH, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That's outside. 1-2 to count. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he held up. Here's a 2-2. Just off the inside edge. No outs. Runner on second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
First and second, no outs. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Check swing, called strike.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
And that is downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Soto, the lead runner at second. Alonso at first with no outs. That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2-1 now, 2 aboard. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. In the air, left field. Mangum gets under it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. Fastball for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 1, the Rays nothing. Back here at Citi Field. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake Mangum. McGill back to work. Bunting for a hit. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
Maybe a little small ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Matt Thaiss. He reached out a walk his first time. Just missed.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. McGill keeping an eye on him. That misses the zone. 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Cameron Meisner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Cameron Meisner getting ready to hit. He hit into a double play his first time up. And fouled off. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And that one's going to get into the corner. Tying run is in to score from second. Nimmo quickly gets it back in. And the go-ahead run stops at third base.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Taylor Walls now at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And that one is lifted in the air. Marte moves under it. Brings it in. Runners tag up from second and third. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And a 2-1 ball game now.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Digging in, Josh Lowe. Just missed. Action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett preparing to come on if needed. Razabon getting loose as well. And now 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Meisner stands at third with one gone in the inning. And that's down and away.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. His 4th home run of the season, and they add a couple more. It's 4-1.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tyler McGill out of the game, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching
taking over on the mound for the Mets, Reed Garrett, on for the 30th time this year.
Garrett.
Lau at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Still only one out here in the inning. That one misses, and that is ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
There's a line drive to left field. Nimmo makes the grab for the second out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Diaz stands in now and watches strike one. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
2.
Two outs. And that one is downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2. Stays alive. That misses. It's 2 and 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one misses in the dirt. Up the middle. Toss to Alonso. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rays 4 and the Mets 1. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And
Mets,
stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty.
In for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Mets looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And misses inside. Next offering is fouled back. And he grounds one to the right side. Aranda takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's going to be Luis Torrens. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
He was late there, strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Mauricio in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And that one hit to first. Takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. 5 innings complete. It's the Rays 4 and the Mets 1. All set for the top of the 6th. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Jonathan Aranda. Aranda measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he's a native of Mexico. And there's a ball. Just missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting.
Man at first and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. There's a strike.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. You have to be impressed with how they're going about things at the plate. They're drawing.
To second, that's one. On to first, double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Jake Mangum will hit next. He's 2 for 2. Just missed.
And yeah, a lot of the blame for those walks goes to the mound, but I credit these guys for not getting anxious and fed up. They're staying disciplined, which is easier said than done sometimes.
2 down, nobody on. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. 2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground, out to short. Finds its way through, base hit.
Now batting, catcher Matt Thaiss.
Matt Thaiss next to hit for the Rays. That one's in there, 0-1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Move to first. Mangum back in on a dive. The 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Mangum off of first with 2 away. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Makes the catch. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rays 4 and the Mets 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First offering, and it just misses. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. The Rays leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through the sweeper.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Fouled off left side. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ripped on the ground to second. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 2. That one way outside. Ball 1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
That clips the corner. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That's inside. 2-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. And this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching for
the Mets with a new arm on the mound. Ryan Stanek.
55.
He last pitched 2 days ago.
Ryan Stanek.
Cameron
Leading
Meisner
off
digs
for
in now.
Tampa Bay, center fielder Cameron Meisner.
First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Short hop liner handled it short to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, shortstop Taylor Walls.
And now the shortstop Taylor Walls. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Justin Garza, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Brazoban getting cranked up as well. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And that's in there for strike 1. And that one is inside ball 1. Pitch misses there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, you got this.
2 outs. And he grounds one back up the middle. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So they make short work of him there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Rays 4 and the Mets 1.
Now pitching for Tampa
We're back
Bay.
in a new pitcher here to start
Number
the bottom
49.
of the 7th. Kevin Kelly. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Pete Alonso
Leading
up
off
now for the Mets.
First baseman Pete Alonso.
Misses outside, and it's 1-0. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Meisner under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting the center fielder, Jeff
And now
McNeil.
here's Jeff McNeil. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's back there. Into the bullpen and gone. and they cut into the lead. It's 4-2.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. Well, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Starling Marte up to him. That's in there. That's strike one. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the seventh. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there's two away.
Now batting, second baseman Brett
Beatty up now for the Mets. Just missed. Towards first, and it goes just foul. And that one fouled off. Cut out and miss, struck him out, and that'll do it. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the eighth. Now up for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau. Stanek back to work.
Inside,
and that's
one.
off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Up the middle. Lindor on to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out
now
in
batting,
the eighth.
designated hitter Yandy Diaz.
At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. Popped in the air, left field. Nimmo makes the grab, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jonathan
Two
Aranda.
down, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. Out towards right center. That's well struck. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second easily with a two-out double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So runner at second, 2-0. Intentional walk here with two out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay, left fielder Jake
First
Mangum.
and second, two outs. Jake Mangum next to hit for the Rays. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. That misses. 1-0.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
That one
Ball that
misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in.
Safe.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason.
Catcher,
You're so
Matt
much more
Thaiss.
likely to get something you can handle. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And here is Matt Thaiss.
There you
Thaiss
go.
tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he went, says Dave Lawrence. Two on, 2 outs. Fouled off to the right. Two outs. This one in the dirt. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good eye
That
right
ball
there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Way
full count.
inside. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it's out of play, a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. McNeil snags it, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Pepio.
Now
Should be a
pitching
good
for
first
Tampa
matchup
Bay,
for him here. He's been doing a
number
great job
44,
against right-handed bats so far this
Ryan
season.
Pepio.
They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Here's the catcher for the
Leading
Mets,
off for the
Luis
Mets,
Torrens.
Catcher Luis Torrens.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
In the air, left field, down the line. Mangum makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Mauricio
Yep, that
in
ball went
now,
out.
takes ball 1 off the plate. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Pete Fairbanks warming up for manager Kevin Cash. 1 down, base is empty.
Nope, outside.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. The Mets trailing by 3 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. Hammered down the line, and now maybe extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ryan Pepio is done, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Now on the mound for the Rays, number 48.
Number 48.
This southpaw's been really
Mason
good against
Montgomery.
left-handed hitters. And now, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swings through that.
0-1.
Tying run at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. Up and in, and a count 1 and 2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. That one missed. That's a little bit low.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Juan Soto waiting to hit for the Mets. Mauricio, the runner at third. Lindor over at second with 1 down. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. 1 for 3. Swinging a foul out of play. The tying run at the plate. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
A little bit low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
2 aboard, 2 outs. That just misses, and that's ball 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken back as you drive back to the dugout.
Pete Alonso waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the tying run is on base.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. You got to feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is going to turn on one swing. That's way outside. Ball one.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
So they're all loaded up. Next offering is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. His 18th home run of the season. It's 6-5. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Just an unbelievable turn of events here. I mean, they've been putting together solid at-bats all inning to set the table for him, and he delivered big time to get him the lead. Huge momentum shift on that swing, and now we'll see if they can hold on.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Number 48 gives way, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. And the Rays, they go to the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger.
Well, you see the
Number
ERA
60,
very solid, and
Garrett
that doesn't
Clevenger.
always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
So 2 down. Now Jeff McNeil. He's already homered here in this one. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. He swings and fouls one off. Liner, base hit. So the inning is still alive with Starling Marte coming to the dish.
Now batting, right fielder,
Starling Marte, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And that's
Ball one,
outside.
no strike.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And the count even at 1. Squirts away a little bit.
1 ball.
To second, and he's out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Big time blast for the Mets. A grand slam. Last chance for the Rays coming up.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Rays, Cameron Meisner. Left field, Nimmo has it sized up. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Now up for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th.
Ball upstairs.
And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Right fielder
Josh Lowe getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 1-0. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
So the tying run at second. Lined into right. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Now batting, second baseman Brandon Lowe.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lowe, trying to deliver as the hero. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. Baden. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets strand the tying run on base to win.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
6-5 the final here today. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.